In Shloka 126, we already saw the first line. Trakshari Divyagandhadya Sindura Tilakanchita. That already we have seen. Now we have to see the second line of the Shloka. Uma Shailendra Tanaya Gauri Gandharva Sevita. The Uma அப்படிங்கிற நாமா ரொம்ப 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 முக்கியமான நாமா. Even in Upanishads, the nama Uma comes. Normally in Upanishads, the Devi Devatas namas won't be there. Even when there is a nama that says Vishnu, if we see Adi Shankara's Bhashya, Adi Shankara would have translated it not as Vishnu or Narayana, or he would have translated as the one who is omnipresent. Shiva Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma Sa Vigneyaha says Mandukya Upanishad. So there the word Shivam is not translated as the Trishuladhari Umapati Parameshwara, but Shivam means Mangalam. Abdini translate panirpa. So the nama, the occurrence of the Devi Devatas nama, because all the Upanishads they talk about Nirguna Brahman. The Saguna Ishvara namas, the occurrence of Saguna Ishvara nama itself is very, very rare. Even when the Saguna Ishvara nama comes, in most of the places, in the principal Dasopanishads, in most of the places, the namas will not refer to the Saguna Ishvara, but it will be referred to the Nirgunam aspect of the Saguna Ishvara. For example, Shivam, Vishnu, they won't refer to Umapati or Lakshmipati respectively, but it will refer to auspiciousness and omnipresence. That is how it will come. But in Kathopanishad, in Kenopanishad, the nama Uma comes, Uma Haimavati abdine varudhu. Uma Haimavati. Haimavati is Himavan's daughter. Ambal as Uma and Ambal, who is Uma and Haimavati, she comes and then she does Brahmopadesam. She does the Upadesham of Brahmavastu to all the Devatas, says that Upanishad. So this is the nama which comes in an Upanishad and used for Ambal Saguna Ishwari. So this nama itself is very, very auspicious because it is said in Upanishad themselves. And if we see the nama Uma, the Uma abdingra nama edutundomna, Shastra says it has the crux of Pranava. How? Om is the Pranava. Everybody knows, right? What is Om? Om is Akara, Ukara and Makara. The combination of Akara, Ukara and Makara is Omkara. What is Uma? Uma is the combination of Ukara, Makara and Akara. So Om is equal to A, U, Ma. Uma is equal to U, Ma, A. So Shastra says, Bhaskaracharya says, Uma means Shakta Pranavam. Om is Vaidhika Pranavam or Shrauta Pranavam. Uma is Shakta Pranavam because it conveys the same meaning as Omkara. Meaning of Omkara is extensively discussed in detail in Upanishads such as Mandukya Upanishad. What is the meaning of Ukara, Makara, Akara, Ukara, Makara and Amatra? Illa ennanu Mandukya Upanishadla solra. All those things will apply for the nama Uma as well. So that is why this Uma is very, very auspicious, is very, very important nama because it is a Shakta Pranava. And why is Sambal called as Uma? That is also a Puranic story. Normally, there will be some Puranic stories associated with many names. Nilagriva is there. Parameshwara is called as Nilagriva. In Vedas, it will be interpreted in one different way. But in Puranas, Nilagriva will be interpreted in one other way. In the same way, Uma, even though we say Uma is Shakta Pranava, it is equivalent to the Pranava Omkara. The Puranic interpretation of Uma is also very, very important. Apparently, the Nama Uma is given to Ambal by her mother. The Nama Uma is given to Ambal by her mother. Why? Because U means Parameshwara. U means Parameshwara. In Ambal's avatar as Parvati, Parvati went to do tapas on Parameshwara. And she has a lot of tapas, not even drinking water, not even eating anything. She started doing those kadum tapas, those severe austerities. And mother, mother Mena, she started worrying for her daughter, and she say Uma. Ma means no. U means Parameshwara. Ma means no. Hey, you don't want Parameshwara if you are doing this much tapas. Normally, we will say, right, if a person is working so hard for even a promotion or something, the family members will say, okay, if you are working this much hard, you are going to spoil your health as well. You don't need that promotion. நம்ம ஆத்துல சொல்லுவா இல்லையா, அதே மாதிரி அம்பாளுடைய அம்மா சொல்றா, மேனகா சொல்றா, you don't need Parameshwara if you are going to spoil your health. அப்படிங்கிறதுனாலதான் அம்பாளுக்கு உமான்னு பேர் வந்தது அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவா. So this Uma Nama is very, very important. You have to connect this Uma to the previous, to the first Nama in that Shloka. Trakshari, we have to connect. Because Trakshari means 3 Akshari, right? Akara, Ukara, Makara. Omkara is also Trakshari. Uma is also Trakshari. Because Uma also has got 3 letters. Uma is also Trakshari. And Shailendra Tanaya. Shaila Indra Tanaya. Shaila means Parvata, mountain. Shailendra means the king of all Parvatas, Himavan. Tanaya, daughter. Ambal is Himavan's putri. That is why Ambal is called as Shailendra Tanaya. The way, they give the Devi's namas. The way, even in temple, the Deva and the Devatas were given namas. It is very, very interesting. Shailendra Tanaya, Parvata Raja is present in the northmost end of India, right? Himalayas, it is the northern end of India. The name of Ambal in Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram is the southmost end of India. The name of Ambal in Rameshwaram is Parvatavardhini. Parvatavardhini is present in the up north because Shailendra Tanaya, Parvata Raja Kumari, Ambal is Parvati. So Parvati, Parvatavardhini, Shailendra Tanaya, all these things means Ambal as the daughter of Parvata Raja, daughter of Himachala, daughter of Himavan, present in the north. The same name they give to the Ambal present in down south. Rameshwara is down south. Ambal, the consort of Rameshwara is Parvatavardhini. Ramanatha Swami is Parvatavardhini Sameta Sri Ramanatha Swami. So அந்த அம்பாளுக்கு அப்படி பேர் கொடுக்கிறது மூலமா they establish, okay, the whole country Ase to Himachalam is Sanatana Bhumi. They established. So it is just an aside fact. I just got remembered this while reading this Nama Shailendra Tanaya. And Gauri, all these Nama, Uma, Shailendra Tanaya, Gauri, Gandharva Sevita, all these 4 Namas, they refer to Ambal's avatar as Parvati. Ambal is called as Gauri because she is slightly golden, yellowish hue she has got. Normally, Parvati, we say red in color or dark color, right? But Ambal as, Parvati, Ambal as Parvati, when she was born to Himavan's, when she was born as Himavan's Putri, the Ambal's hue is slightly golden in color. Nice white, fair color with slight golden hue. That is why Ambal is called as Gauri. So the Gauri means it refers to the color. So Uma, Shailendra Tanaya, Gauri, all these things, they refer to Ambal as Parvataraja Putri. Next nama Gandharva Sevita. Ambal is worshipped even by Gandharvas. Gandharva means the Gandharvas are not humans. They are one of the Devas. And they specialize in singing songs. That is why music is called as Gandharva Veda. Music, the music is called as Gandharva Veda. It is one of the Vedas, Shastra says. And the Gandharva Veda is being sung by the group of Devas called as Gandharva. In Lalita Trishati, a funny looking nama would be present. Whenever we learned Lalita Trishati, we used to, giggle at that nama. Because the nama goes like ha ha hu mukastutyaye namaha. So those who is familiar with Lalita Sahasranamam, Lalita Trishati, they would know this nama. Ha ha hu mukastutyaye namaha. We used to giggle because we were young and we were learning that nama. Ha ha hu. It is like, that sound that they make in movies. Ha ha hu he and Allah solindirpom. But ha ha and hu, they are Gandharvas. Ha ha hu mukastutyaye namahas means Ambal is worshipped by, Ambal is being praised by the Gandharvas such as ha ha and hu. That is the original meaning of that nama, Lalita Trishati, ha ha hu mukastutyaye namaha. You have to compare that with this Gandharva Sevita. Ambal is worshipped by the likes of Gandharva. That is why we say, if there is a music, then that music has to be dedicated to Ambal. Because the Adhisthana Devatas of that music is Gandharvas and Ambal is being worshipped by Gandharvas. People who are in the US, they will be saying, in any court cases, any constitution related matters, they will say, okay, this is what the founding fathers of the country would have thought. We have to keep up the thinking of the founding fathers of this country. Who are the founding fathers? Those people who have signed the original constitution of the US. They are the founding fathers of the country. So the country, it will give respect to the sentiments of the founding fathers because they are the one who has founded this country, and whatever they do, it has to align with their thought process. They say even constitutionally, even in our day-to-day secular life, they say that. Who is the founding father of Gandharva Veda? The founding fathers of Gandharva Veda, if at all anybody we can say this, them as Gandharvas. Gandharvas are, equivalent to the founding fathers of Gandharva Veda. If the Gandharvas worship Ambal, if the thinking of Gandharvas is to do praise of Ambal, that is why they have, developed the Veda called as Gandharva Veda. What about us? We just cannot say, okay, music has to be secular. People say that is completely wrong. Shastra, according to Shastra, music cannot be secular. Sanskritam language cannot be secular because Sanskritam language came from Parameshwara's Damaru. Sanskritam language, if we take Panini, Panini's sutras, it starts with Maheshwara Sutra, it says, Iti Maheshwarani Sutrani. It is the Maheshwara Sutras. The whole language came from Parameshwara. The whole Tamil language came from Parameshwara. The whole Gandharva Veda came from Ambal. So we just cannot separate this thing from them. The whole dance came from Bharata Muni, from Parameshwara. So there is no secular dance and sacred dance. Dance means it is Ambal's worship. Music means it is Ambal's worship. Sanskritam language means it is Ambal's worship. Tamil language means it is meant for Ambal's worship. We cannot argue that no, you have to see these things as arts. And art need not be sacred. No. According to our Shastras, arts are not secular. Arts are sacred. Be it language, be it dance, be it music, be it drawing. You take anything, even money. It is called as Artha Shastra. The economics that we see, it is called as a Shastra. It is one of the Upavedas, Artha Shastra. So everything, each and everything in our Sanatana Dharma they are sacred. They are always related to Bhagavan. We just have to have that in our mind. So any dance form, any music form, any art form, any language, yes, they have to praise Ambal, they have to praise Bhagavan. If not, there is no use of that art form at all. Kanna Mudin Solalam. If somebody asks for Pramana, then we can show this Nama Gandharva Sevita as Pramana. Going on to the next shloka. Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, Avarada, Vagadishwari, Dhyanagambya, Parichedya, Jnanada, Jnana Vigraha. Vishwagarbha. Garbha means womb. You know, Garbham, yeah, Garbha. Vishwagarbha. Vishwa means everything. Ambal has got the entire universe in her womb, not only one universe. You know, koti universes. Koti universes. Ambal Unmesha Nimishotpanna Vipanna Bhuvanavalihi, says Lalita Sahasranamam. Unmesha Nimisha Utpanna Vipanna Bhuvana Avalihi. Ambal, when she opens her eyes, the universe is created. When she closes her eyes, the universe being destroyed. Like that, not one universe. Deepa Avali means a series of Deepa, serial light on the Deepa Avali, because it is a series of light bulbs, right? In the same way, Bhuvana Avalihi. Our Shastra does not accept one universe. Our Shastra has always accepted multiverse theory. It is, in fact, the Shastra is who first proposed the multiverse theory. Ambal, she opens her eyes, the universe gets created. She closes her eyes, the universe gets destroyed. Means what? Ambal is the mother of all the universe, all the universes. That is why this Nama Vishwagarbha. Poetically, it says Ambal has got the entire Vishwa, the entire creation in her Garbha. Vishwa Garbha. Swarna Garbha. Swarna means gold. Swarna means gold. Normally we say, you know, Hiranyagarbha abdina Brahmanuku per. Hiranyagarbar abdina Brahmanuku per. Vani Hiranyagarbhabhyam Namaha abdina pujaku munadi solluva. If we take Pambu Panchanga, you know, the Pambu Panchangam, Tamil Nadu, there is a Panchanga, you know, because this is here, everybody would have got Panchanga, so you can actually open the Panchanga and verify it. In the Pambu Panchanga, there will be 3 photos, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra. All the 3 photos will be there. And in the bottom, beneath Brahmaji, they would have written Hiranyagarbar அப்படின்னு எழுதியிருப்பார் பாம்பு பஞ்சாங்கத்தில். So Hiranyagarbha means Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, husband of Saraswati. Ambal here is being told as Hiranyagarbha because previously we have seen those namas. Srishtikartri Brahma Rupa, Goptri Govinda Rupini, Samharini Rudra Rupa, Tirodhanakarishwari. So Hiranyagarbha is Brahmaji. Hiranyagarbhan means Brahmaji. Swarnagarbha, Hiranyagarbha அப்படிங்கிறதெல்லாம் it refers to the same name. So Ambal is Hiranyagarbha. She takes up the form of Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha garbhastam hema bhijam vibhavasoho ananta punya phalatam matashantim prayachame. Whenever we give Swarna Dana, when, you know, now we don't do Swarna Dana, we only give money, you know, rupee or dollar we give. And this is the mantra that we have to tell when giving the Dana of money. We should be telling this mantra. You know, the Dana giver will tell this mantra. Hiranyagarbha garbhastam hema bhijam vibhavasoho ananta punya phalatam atashantim prayachame. This Varna, the gold that I am going to give, Hiranyagarbha garbhastam. It is from Brahma itself. Why am I giving? Atashantim prayachame. Ananta punya phaladam atashantim prayachame. If I give this Hiranyadana, it is going to give me Ananta Punyam. Ananta means infinite. It is going to give me lot of Punyam. Ataha Shantim Prayachame. I want peace in my life. And, you know, asking for peace, I do this Swarnadana. Abdina the mantra Tasulli Kudupa. So Swarnagarbha, Ambal is present as the Hiranyagarbha. as Brahmaji, Chaturmukha Brahma, the Virat Swarupa அப்படின்னு வேதாந்தத்துல சொல்லுவா. Hiranya, Swarna also means Brahman. Hiranya or Swarna also means Brahman. You know, Mahaperiva says, not in Devathan Kural, but there is a experience of Mahaperiva with Krishnamurti, Mullaivasal Krishnamurti Shastrigal. அந்த முல்லைவாசல் கிருஷ்ணமூர்த்தி சாஸ்திரிகளுக்கு மகாபெரியவா வேதத்துல ஸ்வர்ணம் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு பிரம்மன் அப்படின்னு ஈக்குவலண்டான வேர்டா எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோ அதெல்லாம் மகாபெரியவா கிருஷ்ணமூர்த்தி சாஸ்திரிகளுக்கு லிஸ்ட் பண்றாராம். So Swarnagarbha means Ambal is born out of Brahman, right? Ambal is the Shakti of Brahman. Ambal is born out of Brahman. அதனாலேயும் அம்பாளுக்கு Swarnagarbha அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். Next nama is Avarada. Here we have to be very, very careful because in Lalitha Sahasranamam, you have to be careful when taking breath. You know, people will be taking breath. Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, Varada Avagadishwari அப்படின்னு சொல்லப்படாது. Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, Varada Avagadishwari. There should be no gap between Swarnagarbha and Avarada. Because if we give gap, Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, we won't say Avarada, we will say Varada அப்படின்னு போயிடும். So Varada அப்படிங்கிற நாம பின்னாடி வரப்போகுது. அந்த வரதாங்கிற நாமாவை இங்க நம்ம சொல்லல. It is Avarada. This nama has got completely different meaning. Avara means கீழ்மையானவர்கள் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Avara means lower people, people with not so good mentalities. Asuras, people with tamasic qualities are called as Avara. Avarada, killer of Asuras, the controller of Asuras. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanihi bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam அப்படிங்கிறார் இல்லையா. Avarada means vinashaya cha dushkritam, the Ambal who controls the avaras, the asuras. Avarada. So we have to be very, very careful in chanting this shloka. Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, Varada Avagadishwari சொல்லணும். Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, Varada Avagadishwari அப்படின்னு சொன்னா இந்த நாமாவோட அர்த்தம் மாறி போயிடும். The beauty of Lalitha Sahasranamam is that no two namas are repeating. There is nothing wrong in saying Varada. You know, Varadaங்கிற நாமா ஏற்கனவே லலிதா சஹஸ்ரநாமத்துல இருக்கு. Here if we say Varada, the dosha called as Punarukti dosha. சொன்னதையே திரும்ப திரும்ப சொல்றது அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா. You are repeating yourself again and again. It is a dosha according to Sanskrit literature. So we don't want to commit to that dosha. So when we are chanting this nama, this line, be very, very careful. Vishwagarbha, Swarnagarbha, Varada Vagadishwari அப்படின்னு சொல்லிடலாம். Next nama, Vak Adhishwari. Vak means speech. Adhishwari, the Adhishtana Devata of speech is Amba. See, in the last nama, in the last shloka, I said Gandharva Sevita. Abdina, the one, you know, when discussing that nama Gandharva Sevita, we said there is no secular art form in Sanatana Dharma. He said, right, here, Vag Adhishwari, if you are opening your mouth, it has to be sacred. Because Ambal is the Adhishtana Devata for our Vak, for our speech. If we think about it, scientists say the ability to communicate with one another, the ability to seamlessly and efficiently communicate with one another, it marks a significant milestone in the evolution of human beings, says scientists. Because even animals can communicate. A dog can communicate with another dog. A cow can communicate with another cow. But they cannot make sentences like us and then communicate. You know, their communication is going to be very, 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 very limited. I am hungry. I am sad. I am happy. They can communicate with some gestures. They can communicate with some primitive sounds. It is only human beings who can use extensively their mouth to produce a variety of sounds in order to communicate a variety of emotions. That is what scientists say. It is a very significant milestone in the evolution of human beings. It is Ambal who has given us that opportunity, because Ambal is the Adhishwari. Ambal is the Adhishtana Devata for the Vak Indriya. If at all we are speaking, it is because of Ambal's Karuna that we are speaking. We have to be very, very careful. What is going to happen if a mother gives a knife to a kid? A kid is there. The kid knows how to use the knife or how to use scissors. So the kid wanted to do a project. So the mother, she gave a knife to the kid in order to cut a paper. The kid used that knife carelessly. The kid used that knife or scissors carelessly, and the kid got cut. The kid got injured when using the knife or scissors. What will be the mother do? The mother next time, she will be thinking twice to give the knife or scissors to the kid. In fact, she will not even give. ஒரு மாசத்துக்கு உனக்கு knife கிடையாது, because you are not matured enough to use the knife or scissors. If I give that knife or scissors, you are hurting yourself. Not only yourself, you are also going to hurt others. So I am not going to give you this knife or scissors until you mature, says the mother, right? Ambal is Shri Mata. She is the mother of everybody. She has given us the faculty of speech. Ambal has given us the faculty of speech. Vak Adhishwari. She is the Adhishtana Devata for the speech. And if we don't use this faculty very, very carefully, next time Ambal will think in our next birth, okay, last Janma, I have given this person a faculty to speech. He did not use it wisely. He used it to hurt himself. He used it to hurt others. Teenal suttapun ullarum arade navinal suttavadu, says Thiruvalluvar. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about what is Satvika speech, what is Vak Tapas, all the things in Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna enumerates. And if we don't follow all these things, because Ambal is the Adhishtana Devata for Vak, she will say, okay, he does not know how to use this, so I am going to withdraw that. Next Janma, Manusha Janma kudukama, edo pullu maram edadallam pesado அந்த மாதிரி ஜன்மாவை கொடுத்துருவா. So we have to be very, 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 very careful when using our vak. The moment we open our mouth, it has got a significant energy to incite others. In fact, if we see, our actions will not hurt people a lot. You can even give them a slap. The person is going to forget next day. But if you speak anything very, very badly, the person is going to remember that for the rest of his life. Because the word has got lot of potency. Why? How? Because Ambal is the Shakti. Ambal is the Adhishtana Devata for the word, for the speech. That is why the word has got lot of Shakti. If we see in Vedanta, Agnirme Vachishritaha Vagritaye Kritayammayi Aham Amrite Amritam Brahmani அப்படின்னு நம்ம லகுன்யாசத்துல சொல்லுவோம். Agnirme Vachishritaha. The prayer that we pray is Me Vachi Agnishritaha. Onto my vak, Agni has to be present அப்படிங்கிறோம். Agni means fire. Onto my vak, fire. Ambal is fire swarupa. Jatavejase sunuvama somamaradhiyato அப்படின் தான் அம்பாளை நம்ம வழிபடுறோம். So Ambal is in the form of fire, and that fire, let that be present in my mouth அப்படிங்கிறோம். So our mouth has got the capacity to burn others. That is why many fights have been incited by with just speech. பேசிண்டே இருப்பா, வாக்கு வளர்ந்துட்டே இருக்கும், ரெண்டு பேர் சண்டை போட்டு ஆரம்பிச்சிடுவா. It is going to lead to mass destruction. Not only your destruction, but also it is going to destroy the people around you. So Ambal is Vagadishwari. We have to use the faculty of speech, because this is a gift from Ambal. We have to use this gift very, very wisely. Otherwise, the gift is going to be taken from you. Just like how a mother takes out a scissors or a knife from her baby. If the baby is not using it carefully, it will happen to us as well. Vag Adhishwari. The next shlokas, Ambal as Parabrahma Swarupa is going to be talked about. Dhyanagamya, Aparichedya, Jnanada, Jnana Vigraha. Again, Dhyanagamya, Parichedya, abhin solano. If we take a break between Dhyanagamya and Parichedya, the Parichedya, Aparichedya, it is going to give us exactly opposite meaning. So let us see what is Dhyanagamya and let us move on to Parichedya. Dhyanagamya, Ga means obtainable. Dhyanagamya, Ambal is obtainable through Dhyanam. If you want to obtain Ambal, you can do a lot of puja. Bantarmukha Samaradhya Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. Doing outside puja, doing Bahya puja is important, but doing Antara puja is much more important. Te Dhyana Yoga Anugata Apashyan Tvameva Shaktir Swagunair Nigudam Tvameva Shaktif Parameshwarasya Mam Pahi Sarveshwari Mokshadatri, says Periyavas in her Durga Pancharatna Stuti. Te Dhyana Yoga Anugata Apashyan Tvameva Devi Swagunair Nigudam Tvameva Shaktif Parameshwarasya. Abdina Soldar, Te Dhyana Yoga Anugata Apashyan. All those rishis, how did they see Ambal? Dhyana Yoga Anugata Apashyan. All these rishis are Dhyana Yoga Anugatas. All these rishis, they are masters in doing Dhyana Yoga, and through Dhyana Yoga, they saw Ambal, says Durga Pancharatna Stotram. In fact, the Durga Pancharatna Stotram, it is a crux of Shvetashvatara Upanishad. There is an Upanishad called as Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Shvetashvavakyo Dita Devi Durge. Abdine Durga Pancharatnathla Mahaperiyavas Pinnadi Solra. So this Durga Pancharatnam, it is the crux of Shvetashvatara Upanishad, and that Upanishad says, Te Dhyana Yoga Anugata Apashyan Devatma Shaktim Swagunair Nigudam. Abdinna the Upanishad, it starts. So all the Dhyana Yoga Anugatas, all the rishis who do Dhyana, they obtain Ambal in their heart. So we have to start doing Dhyana, doing Bahya Puja. It is like an exercise in order to lead us to do Dhyana. Because for Dhyana, you have to sit in one place for a length of time. If I cannot even sit in one place for 1 minute, how can I sit in the same place during Samadhi for hours together? You start with doing Bahya Puja. The Bahya Puja, it is going to give you Chitta Shuddhi. It is going to control your mind. It is also going to give exercise to your body, because when doing puja, you won't be standing, you won't be standing, or you won't be going here and there. You have to sit in one place. You have to do puja. So it is going to give you the physical exercise, the mental exercise, also the Chitta Shuddhi, but it should always lead to Dhyana Yoga. Dhyana Gamya Ambal, who can be obtained by doing Dhyana. Aparichedya. Parichedya means limited. Parichedya means limited. Aparichedya means unlimited. What is unlimited? Any limitation, it can come to, there are three, but I'm going to only discuss two. There is going to be limitation in space. There is going to be limitation in time. Right? Kala Paricheda, Desha Paricheda. There is a Vastu Paricheda. We are not going to discuss that now because it is a Vedantic topic. It is a technical topic. But let us discuss Kala Paricheda and Kala Paricheda and Desha Paricheda. What is limitation in space? Limitation in space means my house starts in this latitude. My house ends in this latitude. If we go to Google Maps, you will give a latitude and longitude coordinates for your house. So your house is going to start at one point. your house is going to end at one point. Before the point, the house is not there. After the point, the house won't be there. I mean, your house won't be there. You are entitled to only a part, only a speck in the whole coordinate system, right? That is called as Desha Paricheda, spatial limitation. My body has got a spatial limitation. I am present inside, but outside my face, I won't be there. I am present in the US. In India, I won't be there at the same time. At the same time, I can be present only in one place at a time. That is called as Desha Paricheda, limitation of space. Kala Paricheda, limitation of time. What is that? Before 1989, I was not there. After some time, I won't be there. So I am only present in a short span in the timeline, right? In the timeline, I am only present on a very, very short time frame, right? That is called as Desha Paricheda, limitation of time. There is a limitation of space. There is a limitation of time. It is even for the astronomical objects such as sun or earth, etc. Earth has got a date of birth. Earth is going to be destroyed one day. So there is a time limitation for Earth. Earth is only present. Earth can only occupy so many space at the same time. Earth cannot be present in all the places at all the time. It is revolving around the sun, but it is localized, right? So that is Desha Paricheda. Even that is true for the sun. That is true even for the universe, because scientists say the universe started with the Big Bang. What happened before Big Bang? Scientists, where was the universe present before Big Bang? Scientists say, okay, don't ask us that question. That question will be irrelevant. So this Desha Paricheda, this Kala Paricheda, it is going to be present for all the entities that is being created. Whatever thing that is a product, whatever thing that is a karya, it is going to have Paricheda, it is going to have limitations. Desha Paricheda and Kala Paricheda. But the Karanam is Aparichedya. Karanam, the cause, the Brahma Swarupam, it does not have any spatial limitations. It does not have any temporal limitations. Nittaiva Sajaganmurtihi Taya Sarvam Idam Tatam. In Devi Mahatmyam, the king, the Suratha asks the Rishi, hey Rishi, can you please tell me what is the Rupam of Ambal? When was Ambal, when did Ambal born? What is the Swarupam of Ambal? The king asks the Rishi, and the Rishi says, Nityaiva sa Jaganmurtihi Taya Sarvam Idam Tadam. Ambal is Nitya. Ambal is always present. And Ambal cannot be confined within a space. In fact, the space is present within Ambal. Taya Sarvam Idam Tadam Devanam Karya Siddhyartham Avirbhavati. All these things, all the avatars, they are only an avirbhava of Ambal. It is only a manifestation. Just because something is not manifested does not mean it is absent. A present manifestation and whether it is present or not, they are two different things. How to understand? I have electricity, I have current bulb. The electricity is manifesting in the bulb as light. Electricity, it is manifesting in the bulb as light. If I turn off, or if the fuse is gone, if the bulb has gone fuse, fuse paid thungro. If there is some problem with the circuit, only the manifestation will not be there, but the electricity will be there. The electricity cannot be manifested in the form of light. That is the problem, So Aparichedya means Ambal is not limited. Ambal as Brahma Swarupi, she is not limited, but she can be either manifested or unmanifested. Because in the manifested form, there is going to be a Desha Paricheda, there is going to be a Kala Paricheda. Ambal as Durga, she came at a particular time and she destroyed, and then she entered into the universe again, says the Shloka. So there is going to be a Desha Kala Vastu Paricheda in the manifested form, but in the unmanifested form as the Karana Bhuta, as Brahma Swarupi, Ambal does not have any manifestation, any limitations Aparichedya, Jnanada, Jnana Vigraha. That is why when I said Dhanagamya, Parichedya, when we take a breath, Dhanagamya, and then if you breathe, and then we say Parichedya, it is going to give you an opposite meaning, which means that she is limited. So we have to be careful when chanting this shloka as well. We have to chant the two words together. Dhanagamya Parichedya abdinu sollikanum. And the next nama, Jnanada, Jnana Vigraha. Brahman is Jnanada. As Brahma Swarupi, Ambal, she gives Jnana to all of us. There is a name of Ambal, beautiful name, called as Jnana Prasunambika. Abdine Ambal oru per undu. Jnana Prasunambika, the giver of Jnana. Gurumurte Tvam Namami Kamakshi. Abdine Kamakshi vera nama eppadi solrom? Gurumurte Tvam Namami Kamakshi. Kamakshi, you are the Gurumurti, because I have lot of misconceptions about my own self. I have lot of misconceptions about this universe. I have lot of misconceptions about you. And Ambal, she comes as Guru. She comes as Guru Swarupa, and she removes all of our misconceptions. Jnanada, because Shastra says Jnana Devatu Kaivalyam. Lastly, in the last class, we saw two namas, right? Kevala, Kaivalya, Padadayini. What is Kaivalya? Kaivalya is a moksha, the highest form of moksha. The Kaivalya can be obtained only by Jnanam. Ambal gives you that Jnanam. That is why in the Upanishad, in the Kenopanishad, when discussing the Nama Uma, I said, okay, in the Kenopanishad, Ambal, Uma Haimavati, she gave Brahmajnanam to Devas. Abdin paathom illaya. Jnanada, Uma gave Jnanam to Devas. Ambal is called as Jnanada, because with the Jnana, you can get a moksha. She removes the Beda Bhava. So Ambal is called as Jnanada. So whoever gives you Jnana has to be worshipped as Ambal. Periyavas nam Ambal Swarupamave paakrom. Kamakshi Swarupamave paakromna, அவர் நமக்கு ஞானம் கொடுக்கிறதுனால. So Gurumurte Tvam Namami Kamakshi அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு we will go to the next nama. Jnana Vigraha. Ambal, she does not only give you Jnana, but she herself is the embodiment of Jnana. Ambal, she herself, Vigraha means embodiment. She has Jnanam as her Sharira. So that is why when somebody transmits Atma Jnana to other person, when somebody transmits Atma Jnana to other person, say somebody is taking physics class. I am taking a class about water, H2O. What is the bond strength of oxygen, hydrogen? How much hydrogen bonding happens in water? Why ice floats? All these are jnana about water. If I give you jnana about water, I won't be water. You also won't be water. I am different. Water is different. You are different. I am giving you knowledge about water to you. Even before jnana, I am different. You are different. Water is different. After jnana, I will be different. You will be different. Water will be different. But what about Brahma Jnana? So all the lower jnanas, this triputi will be there. The knower, known, and the knowledge, they are going to be separate entities. All the lower jnana, Abrahma Jnana or Mithya Jnana or Loka Jnana, அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? இந்த உபனிஷத்துல இந்த ஞானத்துக்கு அபராஜ்ஞானம்னு பேர். அபராஜ்ஞானம், பரா அபராச்ச அப்படின்னு உபனிஷத்துலயே முண்டக உபனிஷத்துல வரும். So all the lower jnanas, the known entity is different, knower is different, knowledge is different. But in Brahma Jnana, if I am talking about Brahman to you, then Brahman is not different from me. Brahman has to be owned by me before I can open my mouth to you guys. If a guru, if a jnani is teaching about Brahma Jnanam to his Sishya, the jnani first should own up Brahman. The jnani should first understand Aham Brahmasmi. And then only he can say Tattvamasi to the students. If a jnani without understanding Aham Brahmasmi talks about Tattvamasi to students, then the student cannot understand the Vakya. And if a Jnani tells Tattvamasi to the student, then the student also becomes Brahman. So the Triputi of knower, known, and the knowledge, it collapses with Brahma Jnana. That is why there is a nama for Ambal in Lalita Sahasranamam, Jnana Jnatru Jneya Rupa Dharma Dharma Vivarjita. Munadi Pathom, Jnana Jnatru Jneya Rupa. Why? Jnana means knowledge. Jnatru, knower. Jneyam, known. Ambal is present in all the three forms. Ambal is present as Jnana. Ambal is present as the knower. Ambal is present as known. How? Because if I realize that Aham Brahmasmi, I can transfer that Brahma Jnanam to the students, and the students also become, the student also realizes Aham Brahmasmi until themselves. So there is no I, there is no you, there is no Brahman, there is no knower, there is no known, there is no knowledge. That there is only one Brahma Vastu. That is why Ambal is called as Jnana Vigraha. Unless I understand Aham Brahmasmi, I cannot teach Tattvamasi. In the same way, Ambal gives you Jnanam, and Ambal is Jnana Vigraha. Ambal is Jnana Vigraha because Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Says Upanishads, there is a nama that is going to come later as well. Satya Jnanananda Rupa Samarasya Parayana. அப்படிங்கிற அந்த நாமாவே பின்னாடி வரப்போறது. அந்த இடத்துல நம்ம சத்தியம்னா என்ன, ஞானம்னா என்ன, அனந்தம்னா என்ன அப்படிங்கிறத அந்த இடத்துல பார்ப்போம். ஸோ இந்த நாமா தியானகம்யா பரிச்சேத்யா ஞானதா ஞான விக்கிரகா. With this nama, we will finish today's class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.